to our Halloween episode.
Hey!
Nicole is dressed as the background.
My face is gonna crack again. You look awesome as Liv Moore, though. And yeah.
Alrighty.
So, as you can see, Nicole is Liv Moore from iZombie. I am the Joker, if you can't tell. And Amanda is Regina from Once Upon a Time.
Scar and all.
Scar and all.
Heart and all.
Yeah.
Now you have to watch the show.
So, anyway, welcome. And we're going to dive right in. This week, we're going to start off with Doctor Who. And we're going to do things a little bit differently. We're going to have a timer. So 3 minutes to talk about all the shows, a love it or hate it section for each of us, and then a rebuttal. So let's start.
Okay, so we have had 3 episodes of Doctor Who. We had a 2-part series, The Girl Who Died and The Woman Who Lived, October 17th and October 24th. And then Saturday, Halloween, we had the Zygon invasion, which I love seeing the Zygons again. Yeah, so we met Ashilda, who is it Maisie Williams? Is that her name? From Game of Thrones. She joined the cast for both episodes. Was amazing.
Oh, yeah.
And possibly more in the future.
Well, yeah, they've already confirmed that she will be back. The reason being, she's immortal.
Yeah.
Crazy. The Doctor made another immortal being, and not necessarily a good idea.
The Watcher of the Companions.
Yeah, still not necessarily. It was not his best decision, in my opinion. Yeah, so clearly the episodes were about her. I kind of had to play on the words where it was the girl who died, the woman who lived, that I immediately thought they were going to be about Clara. Weren't. They're all about her.
Were you sad that she didn't die?
Yes, not my favorite companion.
No.
So cold.
Very cold.
My new nickname's kind of become the Killjoy. But
Yeah. We won't get into what you said about Patrick Swayze.
he's dead.
Let's not bring in Swayze right now.
Okay. We have a minute.
Yeah, so we were set in medieval times with at least the first episode. Time traveled all the way back to Michelle.
Not the restaurant.
No.
I would love to see a Doctor Who episode set in medieval times restaurant. I'm sorry.
We almost had that in the opening one, though.
Yeah,
All right.
kind of. Yeah, so we get to meet her and her Viking family and see what's going on there. The Doctor's there. There's clearly weird things going on. Their village is under attack, and he's going to help them out. And then the girl, or the woman who lived episode, we catch back up with her many, many years later after she's been made immortal, and see how she's faring, and it's not well. She's not happy. So, and then we had the Zygon invasion last night, or not, I keep saying last night, Saturday, which may be one of my new favorite episodes this season. I think it was by far one of the better ones. So.
I would agree.
Yeah.
Loved it? Hated it?
Clearly loved last night's episode. It was top notch to me. I really liked seeing, I cannot think of her name right now, the
Osgood?
Osgood. The whole episode was about her. Cannot remember. Love seeing her again. I think the thing I most hate is still the stupid Sonic sunglasses. Yep, Sonic sunglasses. Still gotta go.
Yeah.
That's fair. Loved Osgood. Loved evil Clara. Clara's much better evil. Osgood for companion. For next companion. And I really liked the way that they used kind of Ashilda as a foil for the Doctor. Like, you finally kind of, he fleshes out why he always has a human companion.
Yeah.
Because when he's left alone,
Bad things
go dark.
Alright, so I loved Maisie Williams, just period, in the entire...
You're a Game of Thrones fan, too.
Yeah, and I'm a huge Game of Thrones fan, so seeing her doing such a great job on Doctor Who was huge for me. Also kind of loved that it was like Beauty and the Beast, a little bit, with the crazy demon lion thing. It's kind of cool.
Might be of Narnia.
See that? You can see that?
She should have learned. Cats will always betray you.
Yeah. The thing I didn't like, the Sonic sunglasses. They are not growing on me like I thought they might. So, yeah. There's that. And, okay. All right. So, yeah. That's it for that. And any rebuttals or anything to go over with the show?
Nope. Back in back.
Okay.
No.
All right. So our next one.
Oh, I did like, what was his name? Swift. Her new companion for all of eternity.
Oh, yeah.
What happened to him?
Not a big fan of him.
That was cute. I thought it was cute how they did that.
Not a big... I just kind of feel like, okay, she saved this piece of magic kind of for centuries now. She's had this and she hasn't made herself somebody to stay with her. And then it's just kind of spur of the moment. I've got to save him. Oh, he's my companion for the rest of my life.
That's how she got it.
I know. But
I did think it was weird she didn't use it on her kids.
Yeah.
But she would have to pick one.
Yeah, that's true.
Drunken punster. Forever.
Yes.
Yeah. Hearts.
All right, so the next one we're going to talk
Are we sure
about.
we're still recording?
All right, so on to the next one. Once Upon a Time.
Oh, it's me again. We are at the point in the season of Once Upon a Time where I'm losing interest. This happens every season where I'm just like, I could take it or leave it. I don't know. It just loses all interest. And then I pick back up about the season finale where I'm like, oh, that sounds amazing. I should catch up. Happens every year. So we've had 3 episodes of this too. The Broken Kingdom, Dreamcatcher, and The Bear and the Bow. Basically, to recap all 3 episodes, Emma's still crazy, although we kind of have some more insight into why. Merlin's alive, and we know who he is.
Mm-hmm.
Rumple is our hero.
Do we know where he is now? We know where he was.
Well, yeah, I guess we knew
don't
where
really
he
know where
was.
he is.
He's still missing present day, but we figured out what happened in the past. Excalibur is freed from the stone because Rumple is our hero, and he pulled it out, which he seems like a scary hero. Like, his threat to Swan, like, you don't even know what you did. You just made me a hero. You don't even know what I'm going to do.
You made a former Dark One a hero. That's not probably the best thing.
He seems like he's going to be pretty scary. Yeah, Regina, she didn't have a lot of action last night.
No, she didn't. They're all like, oh man, the spell didn't work. Oh, Arthur ruined it for us. I'm like, come on, guys.
Why do we keep trusting Arthur? Like, how many times in the last 3 episodes has he screwed us over?
I can't even count on one thing.
Because he was it's like why wouldn't you trust Thor? He pulled up the hammer. He pulled Excalibur out of the stone, so you just trust him. You're like, hey, he pulled Excalibur out, he must be a good guy.
Yeah, David falls for it every single time.
David's spineless.
He has night envy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gotta be part of that round table.
Emma's still being the dark one, and we kind of saw into a little bit of her with the Dreamcatcher episode. She had this magic Dreamcatcher. She was seeing everybody's, how she stole everybody's memories. So they kind of figured out how she did it. I guess they're working on a spell to reverse it. And why she took the memories. I kind of still feel like Emma might have a really good reason for doing it. Like, she might have a legitimate good reason. Not just being able to be evil. Like, I still kind of feel like she might be trying to save them from something.
I keep going back and forth on that because I felt like that, but then when she remembers talking to Merlin and him telling her not to pull Excalibur out, and then she goes ahead and does it anyway, then I'm like, is she doing good?
And then when she breaks her own son's heart. Yeah, it got Merlin out, but you broke your own son's heart.
It builds character. She was probably a hussy anyway.
Trying not to laugh. All right, so
favorite part?
Yep, favorite part.
Favorite part. I would have to say, I kind of really like Belle with Merida. I guess really Merida too. Like, Merida being in her element and taking on the other the soldiers that were taking over her town in last night's episode. Like, that was kind of amazing to me. Her splitting all the arrows with one after another. She was just kind of awesome last night, so I think favorite part.
Okay.
I am looking forward to Robert Carlyle becoming a blend of Stargate Universe and 28 Days Later and just becoming Rumble Badass.
Yeah, want
That's
badass.
that's what I
for
want to
sure.
happen. I want like a swashbuckling episode where Sweet fell off her feet.
Oh, I
My
like
ballet
balance him.
Mimi. Robert Carlyle.
I just have to say Merlin is my favorite part. I really wanted to see what all he can do, and he's pretty powerful. He's pretty awesome. And I can't wait to see what else goes on with his character.
Ooh, Nimue's coming.
Mm-hmm.
Excited about that.
Yeah.
Hey, Arthur. Yeah, Arthur just irritates the hell out of me. Like, he's my least favorite
Yeah.
part right now. Like, I just, every time he's
Every
on the
time.
screen, I just want to, like, throw things at my TV. I just don't like him at all. He's worse than Dark Swan.
Nah, I would say him and
I kind of loved the Zelina scene last night, though.
I did too.
I kind of loved her telling Dark Swan to shove it up her ass.
Yeah.
Kind of like that.
I love that she's still wicked to the only other person who would help her. She's just constantly wicked.
Yeah.
And I love it. All right, so that's it for Once Upon a Time. And now we are on to The Walking Dead. I did not forget this week.
Alright, so we had episodes, 1018 was episode JSS, which we found out by the end of the episodes stood for Just Survive Somehow. And so we got to see a little bit of Enid's backstory and how she made her way to Alexandria. We're still not sure if she's a wolf or
She's a
not.
wolf.
She's totally a wolf.
I don't think she's a wolf. I just think she knows when to get out of Dodge. Think she's like, this ship going down. I'm getting the hell out of here. Let's see. The wolves attack during this episode. Carol manages to kick ass, take names, and still not burn the casserole. Which
That's
is pretty
how it's
amazing. We meet Denise, probably a great psychiatrist, not the best surgeon. You know,
Porch Dick was probably better than her, as far as that
probably.
goes.
But, you know, could Porch Dick treat PTSD? Probably not.
No, probably
So
not.
I'm kind of wondering
She's
what
still
Denise
valuable,
has
for sure.
been doing all this time, because it seems like
She's so
there's a
sick.
lot of broken psyches around that she could be
Yeah.
helping with.
Sasha,
Yeah.
Abraham, the list goes on.
So then we had episode, on 1025 episode Thank You, where we finally find out what the damn honking is. It was not the Porch Dick child. It was the wolves. So we have Rick, Daryl, and Glenn, Michonne, etc., the whole crew. They're dealing with the post-Horn fallout of the Walker herd heading towards Alexandria. We find out that the Alexandrians are mostly useless and possibly deadly in many cases. Michonne is too optimistic. Morgan's mercy almost gets Rick killed. And that's all that happens in that episode. In 11-1...
No! Mention Glenn! Mention Glenn!
Nope, there's gonna be no talk of the G word.
Oh.
I'm just kidding. So, we foreshadow it the whole episode, but by the time they're in the kind of abandoned town area trying to get back to Alexandria, we know that Glenn's moments are coming to some kind of crux because he writes a letter and puts the Herschel's pocket watch, in a bag. We don't see where that's going, but we assume that he's sending it back to Maggie. We get his bookend walkie-talkie with Rick, where he calls him a dumbass and mirrors the first time they have an interaction. And then at the end, another fucking Alexandrian.
Well, okay, not just any Alexandrian.
Fucking
He's been
Nicholas.
stuck with Nicholas, who he should have killed last season.
But, okay.
He shouldn't have let him
But
survive.
the rule of The Walking Dead is the merciful shall be bitten in the ass by the people they are merciful to.
Unless you're Carol. Then Carol just kills everyone.
Carol has no mercy, so she'd
Yeah.
get bit in the ass. That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
So maybe Glenn is dead.
We don't know.
Maybe we saw his guts come out
Nope.
and blood everywhere.
Nope.
Maybe it was, I'm sorry, I can't remember douchebag's name. Nicholas. I block him from my memory. So maybe it was Nicholas's innards that come out, and Glenn manages to scoot underneath the dumpster, but somehow avoid the zombie herd for weeks at a time while they forage. I don't know.
We can only hope.
11-1 episode. Here is not here. We get the entire kind of backstory of Morgan between the Clear episode and when he shows up in Alexandria, how he managed to go from batshit crazy to Zen Master Donatello of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Mm-hmm.
Featured the awesome guy from Fargo, whom I love, and his goat. Tabitha and Eastman, the cheesemaker who teaches Morgan how to fight with a bow staff. My favorite moments of the past 3 episodes, my favorite singular moment was when Carol walks past a wolf attacking Gabriel and says, "Leave him." Best moment ever. And my least favorite moment, what happened to Glenn? That's my least favorite moment.
I'm going to concur. The exact same 2 moments.
Okay, so...
No argument there?
No?
Or are you getting ready to argue?
Well, here's the thing. I liked Morgan's episode. I really did. But after what happened with Glenn, I wanted it to be an hour long, and I wanted a 90-minute episode of what the fuck happened to Rick and Glenn.
We're probably not even going to find out this weekend.
Yeah.
No.
I know.
We may find out Rick just because I think in the previews you could hear him yelling from the gate. Like, I think that was Rick's voice. So we might get a Rick conclusion this weekend, but I bet...
It's going to be 2-3 weeks easy. We might not get to know about Glenn until after the break comes back.
I was going to say it's going to be our mid-season break.
Yep.
Walking Dead people, you're killing me. You damn
They know
killing
it.
me.
They know it. And they know they're making it. Yeah, exactly. They can do whatever they want.
And I hate watching this in real time. It's not fun anymore. I binge watched it for like all 5 seasons for 3 months. Watched it whenever I wanted to, and now I have to wait.
The only bonus to watching it in real time is you get Talking Dead right afterwards.
True.
I was just going to say, also, Yvette Nicole Brown needs her own show.
Or she needs to co-host.
We need her every week.
Yes,
with
yes.
her notebook.
Yes.
Also, I need her to go back in time and do an after show for Lost with her notebook.
Please.
I need that closure in my life.
I just need her to do that with every show that I watch. I just need to,
I think we'd be out of a gig.
We would. Actually, yeah, so let's not do that.
Alright. What show's up next?
Gotham.
Oh, it's me again. Alright. Gotham on 10/19 we had the whole season is Rise of the Villains, but this one is Scarification. Oswald continues to be under Galavan's thumb for fear that his mom will be killed. But that's no excuse for hacking off Butch's hand, frankly.
No!
Butch.
Poor Butch.
Poor Butch indeed.
How much...
Do not get brainwashed in Gotham. You are screwed.
Mm-hmm.
In a lame attempt to get him accepted into Galavan's inner circle, Penguin hacks off Butch's hand to prove that Butch is turned against him. I don't know. In later episodes, Galavan sees right through it. So, thanks for that, Penguin. Episode on 10/26 was the episode By Fire, where we first meet Firefly. The Pike brothers are hired by Penguin to set fire to Wayne Enterprise buildings on the behest of Galavan. And so they have a sister who they've tortured mercilessly, and they make her start committing arson with them, and she turns out to like it. In other news on that episode, we have a post-fondue date with Kringle and Nygma that goes horribly awry.
Horribly awry, but it started off hot.
It did. We got a little
Don't be
Riddler
honest
nookie.
about murdering people.
Yeah, do you know what the weird one is?
Yeah, you know what? No matter how many times she says, I hope he's dead, that's not code for please tell me that you killed him.
No.
It's
No,
really
but
not.
no matter how wrong Nygma does, something in me feels for him.
I know, me
Like, I'm
too.
just like, oh,
Yeah, I'm excited.
can't he just catch a break?
Oh, I think he's made full turn now.
Yeah, we'll see. He still feels real bad about it. He didn't try and
Yeah.
resuscitate her or anything, but he feels real bad about it.
Yeah, CPR, dude. CPR.
I mean, maybe her highway's
Crazy.
cracked, but maybe not. Maybe she's just, maybe she just got choked out. Anyway. All right. Bruce has gotten sucked in by Galavan because of his crush on Galavan's niece, ward, something, Silver. Her name's
Some
Silver.
blonde chick.
Sounds very LA to me. What is Wayne Industries doing in their secret basement labs that we see at the end of the
No good. They're doing no good.
Yeah, no good. So that's what happens to Firefly after she gets a taste of her own fire. We're led to believe that she's dead, but really she's being carted off to the secret basement labs of Wayne Enterprises.
Don't want to go there.
My favorite moment was the Bruce Wayne Alfred sparring with the sucker punch after the mention of his crush. And my least favorite moment is poor Butch. Although I think he's about to get his comeuppance.
I do too.
I think he's about to lead Penguin into a trap.
Loved Nygma and Kringle until he killed her. I thought that was really cool. Lee's kind of getting on my nerves. I'm just kind of over her.
Until she gets with Alfred!
Until then. Because right now her with Gordon is just like, snore.
Yeah, I still don't trust her. So
Yeah.
I don't know. There's just something about her character that I can't trust. I'm waiting for her to do something.
I think it's just because she was an alien in the last thing she was in. Bent on world domination. I think you're just...
What show was that?
I just remember her from
I have not
Firefly.
watched that.
Yeah, I think it crawled into your reptilian brain. You just don't like her.
I don't. Mm-mm.
She doesn't look enough like Paul, huh?
She's not blonde, tall, and handsome.
She doesn't look dirty enough to trust.
Yeah.
She's a little too clean. So
We need you to watch the rest of Orphan Black so that we can talk about Paul.
They didn't call. Excuse me.
All right.
Alright.
So now it's iZombie.
iZombie has been amazing. I really don't feel like this show could do any wrong.
Not at this moment.
No. Every episode is amazing. So we've had 2 episodes. Real Dead Housewives of Seattle. And even Cowgirls get the black and blues. Cutest names ever for their episodes. So you can guess that the Real Dead Housewives episode was like a...
There you go.
So, yeah, the episode is about, like, Real Housewives of Atlanta, or any episode. Like, I think we have the housewife, she dies, Liv eats her brain, and becomes super posh, cares about shoes, dressing amazing, like a housewife, and...
socialite.
Yeah, she becomes a socialite. I was one of my favorite episodes. She brushed her hair. We got to see her haircut, like, how her hair actually, like, it's a cute little bob. It's not always all... Looks like animals have crawled in it and nested. It was really, really cute. I liked the episode a lot. She just walking around in high heels. Like, I think one of the funniest moments of it were she was telling Babineau that, no, I didn't wear shoes to walk in. These aren't walking shoes. Like,
This is a sitting heel.
this is sitting heel. Yeah, that was one of my favorite parts. The even Cowgirls get the black and blues. Liv becomes a country singer. Rose McIver can actually sing.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of not shocking, I guess, because.
Well, I don't think they'd have written that episode quite the same way had she not been able to sing.
But yeah, it was really cute. Her getting to sing and be a little bit country. I was really, really wanting Babineau to call her out and like, okay, last week you became all preppy and socialite and cared about shoes, and now you have a country accent. Like, I don't understand this, and I'm still really holding out hope that he's gonna call her out at some point.
I really just want him to be like, these white folks is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In other news, Peyton has returned.
Yay, Peyton.
Peyton, and she still loves Liv.
Which,
No,
thank
not
God,
at
someone
all.
does. Poor Liv.
Poor Liv needs to figure out her roommate situation because their girl's
Girl
gonna
a hoe.
Yeah. Major.
I mean, not to mention the fact that she's clearly plotting against her with her father who's trying to kill zombies, but yes. Oh.
Girl a hoe.
Major's got some major things
issues.
going on. Major issues. He's taking Utopia. He's killing zombies.
In fact, he's buying Utopia from a former rescue kid that he tried to save
Yeah.
from drugs.
I was just like, dude, if that's not a wake up call to you that you've hit rock bottom.
Yeah.
Well, I kind of think it was. 'Cause
Yeah.
then he returns to live at her house where her roommate is, and we get left with him making out with
After
her.
they're coming to Jesus.
Yeah,
Yes.
after Liv goes over there and
Oh,
is like,
that was
listen.
amazing. Her going off on him was.
After she has country music induced clear headedness.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was amazing. She gave it to him.
But can I tell you, Ravi, honestly, has been the best part of the last 2 episodes. First of all, he was in a cowboy outfit.
Oh, that was my favorite.
That was amazing.
Absolutely my favorite moment.
And then him and freaking Major kill me. I'm always dying when they're talking. I can't tweet fast enough when they're talking. They're so fucking funny.
The poor puppy.
And the dog. Yeah, Major,
my
what
gosh.
the hell? Gonna hurt a dog?
Also, when Major's just like, sure, Peyton, ex of my roommate, move right in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Awkward.
Dick move, buddy. And he, then you're like weirded out that Liv's coming by. She works with Ravi and she's best friends with Peyton. Dude, you set yourself up. Just throwing
Major's
that out
not on the correct. He's not thinking clearly. I mean, I'll give him some slack. He's still himself.
there. Yeah.
I am kind of excited though, because in my mind, Liv can't reinfect him. Now that he's been cured,
Well, I hope that's the case.
because she's making out with him.
But also, sloppy seconds.
Yeah, pretty gross. I cannot wait for the fallout from that. I can't wait for the roommate to get home and see the fallout from that. Liv's gonna go zombie mode.
If the roommate says anything.
I wonder if it's gonna be an awkward silence between her and Major where they like crab walk out of the room.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, so that's that.
Cool. So the next one is Supernatural. That is mine. We have had 2 episodes since the last one. And the first one was The Bad Seed. Basically, the darkness is now a child, and Crowley has taken her to hell and is educating her in the ways of darkness and evil. He then realizes that she has an insatiable thirst for souls that he might not be able to control, and that he might have bitten off more than he can chew by taking in this little girl, because she's not scared to suck out his soul.
Mm-mm.
Not being gross. Also, I was kind of meh about this episode, other than Rowena being in it. She was pretty funny.
Yeah, she's the best part of it.
Cass, the boys go to see if she can help Cass. She doesn't. He gets healed by the end of the episode, but I have to say it was really anticlimactic. The only thing that was funny were some of Crowley remarks and some of Rowena's. The boys, I felt like, couldn't fight anything. It was like, oh, you hurt me. Oh, you hurt me. Like, Rowena was throwing them around like they were nothing, given she has the book, but, And Rowena, stop trying to make Mega Coven happen. It's just not going to.
That sounds stupid.
It does sound stupid.
We meet on Wednesdays at the Megabus. We're the Mega Coven.
We were weak. But, now, with that letdown, then you have the episode Baby. And I have to say, personally, it is my new favorite Supernatural episode of all time. I actually went on Amazon and bought it, just so I could have it to watch whenever I wanted. You get to see this episode through the eyes of the Impala, and it was filmed beautifully. Seeger's the soundtrack. I mean, could you go wrong? You see the boys, the full ride to their destination. You see them joking around. You see them having a good time. You see Dean giving Sam shit about not having beer and getting smoothies instead. And you get to see them have come to Jesus talks about dreams about their parents and, Sam coming clean. It was kind of nice.
Losing his virginity.
Losing his virginity again. Because I remember in season 9, he signed it away. And I don't remember if he slept with anyone else since then. Dean was being kind of a creeper. Peeking in the Impala a little too many times, Dean. Keep it in your pants. But I have to say, Robbie Thompson and Thomas J. Wright, y'all kicked this one out of the ball. Like, you hit the home run with this one. That was ridiculous. So, yeah, I have to say my favorite part of this was Night Moves, when they were all in the Impala, and I saw a little bit of Jensen and Jared coming out in that little segment there. And my least favorite would have to be just the entire episode of The Bad Seed.
I would say that my most favorite and least favorite is the entire episode of Baby, because awesome episode, but then you're like, you could do this every week.
But
Why? Why do we get one a season? Why do we get one French mistake, one episode 200, one baby, and then the rest of the season you're just like, but you did it so good that one episode.
Yeah.
This is what I'm really
What
scared
happened?
about. I'm really scared that this is going to be the highlight of the season, and for the rest of the season, we're just going to be like, meh.
Yeah, guys, I would like some consistency here. Y'all have been on TV long enough. I mean, you keep coming up with new ideas, and they're not bad ideas. Y'all just aren't, I don't know, you're not taking them to that level each episode. And this Baby episode showed us what you can do. And we want to continue to see that in every episode.
It was so nice that the conflict of the episode was not the brothers lying to each other.
Thank you. Yes.
It was just nice to have an outside conflict that the brothers fought together.
Yeah.
Even if they weren't always physically together.
You were
Yeah.
flirting with everything that was blonde and had a skirt. That's new. Hadn't really seen that part of him. Normally he's the one who's like, oh, Dean, you're being stupid. You know, going after the girls. It was Sam this episode.
Clearly it's been long enough. He has a time limit, and apparently it's almost 3 years.
Yeah. Yeah. So, that's that. All right. We done on Supernatural latest?
Yeah.
All right, so Sleepy Hollow. This is an interesting one. Okay.
Settle in, this one's gonna be long.
All right. So, Blood and Fear, the Sisters Mills, and Hollow Bones is what I'm calling it. Blood and Fear, basically the knife that creates Jack the Ripper, comes and is given to this guy from Pandora, takes over. It was a good episode. It was good, but it wasn't my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the Whispering Wraith was better. But I mean, it was good. It wasn't bad. Yeah. The Sisters Mills, loved this episode. Jenny Mills is a badass. Again, a badass. And basically this is the Tooth Fairy. Comes and sucks souls out of children. Makes them go into a coma and die. Unless they get money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like to call this episode Sleepy Hollow meets a Japanese horror film.
Yeah, because that's basically what it was. I didn't like it. They were
That
creepy
thing's
back.
creepy.
But you're right. It did look like a Japanese horror film.
Just like The Ring or...
Yeah.
Yeah.
One thing I loved about this episode, Ichabod at the dentist. You were adorable.
Oh, it was amazing. Funniest
That
part
was
of whole
the
show.
funniest part of the whole, hands down, hysterical. Loved you so much in that one. All right. Then we get to the Hollow Bones crossover. Guys, if you have not watched this, watch it. I know it sounds far-fetched and like it will not make sense. It actually did. I didn't mind it.
And she doesn't watch Bones.
And I don't watch Bones. I've watched it before with my mother, and I enjoyed it, but it's not one that I watch every week. And I have to say, they pulled the Snow over Temperance and Sighs with a little bit of, Ichabod pulling shit out of his ass. But in Temperance's eyes, it made sense. I don't know. I liked it. Didn't have to think too hard. Didn't want to, because I didn't want to pick it apart too bad. And then in the second episode, when they come to Sleepy Hollow, I think they did a nice job of blocking them from the supernatural.
Mm-hmm.
That it was literally like, you're here, can you please help us research what these bones are? Can you do that? She did that. Thank you. I love the banter between Bones and Ichabod, especially Bones talking about her relationship with Booth and how him and Abby should work on that too. That they should be in a relationship because it's quite rewarding to be with someone who's very different. So, anyway, I liked it. I mean, it's really hard to go into detail. This is literally 4 episodes of TV to go into. Sleepy Hollow is a strong show. I think it can be around for a long time. I don't watch the shows and go, that sucked. I like everything. Even the Jack the Ripper episode where I'm just kind of it was still a really good episode. It was better than that Supernatural episode, Bad Seed. So
I would say I probably find Sleepy Hollow more entertaining than Bones, but I preferred the Bones episode of the Hollow Bones crossover.
I could see that. I loved, is it Hodges?
Yeah,
I
Hodgins.
loved Hodgins, yeah. I loved
Hodgins is
and
my favorite.
his little quirks and stuff and his little, he was fanboying over Ichabod. Bad.
Except
Real bad.
he really, really should have given Ichabod King of the Lab at one point.
Oh,
When there was a fist bump, Ichabod should have
No.
been King of the Lab.
No. We can't have another King of the Lab.
He solved the problem.
I don't care. He's not
King
Zach.
of the Lab is the person who makes the big discovery.
It's not Zach. Zach's the only King of the Lab.
I have no
Hodgins
idea
is
what they're
reigning
talking
King
about
of the
because I
Lab.
don't
Bring
watch
back
Bones.
Zach. Bring back Zach.
I don't think that's on anyone except the actor.
I would say, okay, so least and favorite.
I'm not even sure. I would say I have lots of favorites. The whole episode, especially Hollow Bones, the whole episode I really, really loved. Or both episodes.
Mm-hmm.
I really loved it all.
The whole Abby being in the hospital for nebulous reasons and then being okay seemed a little weird. Seemed a little convenient.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Although the moment between her and her sister at the bedside.
That was,
Squish,
yeah.
squish.
I'm still not sure about Captain Reynolds.
I don't trust him.
Yeah, I don't trust him.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you should trust him because I think he's... But I don't think he's nefarious. I think he's just opportunistic. He's just gonna do whatever works out best for him.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't trust him.
Okay. So,
Not scruffy enough.
Too clean cut.
too clean cut. Paul's pretty clean cut, though. Going back on her dirty. Alright, so that's it for Sleepy Hollow. Enjoyed it, watch it. And now, Haven.
Haven, which no one else in this room is watching. We had 3 episodes of Haven. On October 15th was the trial of Nathan Warnos. Nathan returns from an expedition to the power plant to try and restore full power to the town while a darkness trouble is killing people like the Vashta-Nerada. When he returns, he tells everyone that the girl who went with him, Kira, is dead,
I did watch this episode.
even though she's really trapped in a cave with a bunch of Aether. Why his reasons for telling people she was dead instead of telling people that she was away for a bit, I don't know. But it leads to her fiance putting him on trial for his life. And he starts bringing up all kinds of things that Nathan has done that hurt other people in his pursuit to save the town. Clearly, Nathan being one of the 3 major heroes of the show, he survives. But we don't ever find out what the verdict would have been, because as it's being read, Kira is returned, the rescue mission worked, and on that rescue mission, we get a little bit of some reciprocation of feeling between WWE superstar The Edge and Charlotte. Some Dwight and Charlotte reconciliation on the rescue
Go
mission.
Dwight.
I
Go
do like
Dwight.
them together.
Which leads us to the October 22nd episode, Enter Sandman, when the character of Sandman, he doesn't like that name, but that's what everyone calls him, he's been putting people in sleep jail while they're in the school, and he puts Audrey in a coma and is trying to persuade her to marry him so that she will stay in his thrall forever, and he can live with her in his mind palace because she's the only person who's ever been nice to him. Meanwhile, and this is one of my favorite moments of all 3 episodes, is Duke is trying hard to convince people that Haven Main exists, even though no one remembers it. It's not on any maps, and everyone keeps telling him it doesn't exist. He runs into Seth from Darkside Seekers from season 4, who is there investigating a girl who can walk through walls, who Duke activated her trouble.
Way to go, Duke.
But Seth doesn't remember Haven. Doesn't remember anything that happened in Haven. And when Duke goes through Seth's tapes of stuff they've shot for episodes, he finds the episodes of Haven, but to Seth they just look like snow. Only Duke can see them. And it's not until Seth starts spouting out about how, I don't believe you talking this crazy talk about this, that, and the other thing, and I don't even believe in mermen, and Duke's like, I didn't mention mermen. Seth had seen mermen when he was a kid, outside of Haven, and that's what brought him, that was one of the stories that brought him to Haven in the first place, and so it triggers his memories. He does remember Haven, he can finally see the tape, he's all freaked out, and he wants to help Duke.
Finally.
Until they start going on a road trip, Duke goes towards the gas station for snacks, and as soon as Duke is 20 feet away, Seth now no longer remembers who Duke is, or where Haven Lane is, or
Dang it,
that
Haven!
exists.
What are you doing?
It's amazing.
You're killing us.
And then in October 29th episode, Wild Card, Croatoan is back. He's the big bad villain of this season. We haven't seen him. We don't know what he looks like, except that, Virginians were really scared of him back in the day at Roanoke. He activates a tarot-based trouble, and Audrey, Nathan, and Dwight and Charlotte are affected. As with almost every trouble, Nathan gets off really easy. His trouble is bad luck. Meanwhile, Audrey goes blind and then begins to disappear. Dwight is tortured and then imprisoned. Charlotte gets really, really weak and then realizes that Croatoan is actually her husband who went into the void. She thought Croatoan killed him, but then she realizes she's about to be reunited with him and her husband is Croatoan.
So Audrey's dad is Croatoan.
Yes. Well, Mara's dad is Croatoan, and he's not happy about Audrey existing and Mara not existing. And just like that, Dwight doesn't need to worry about he and Charlotte having a future together and whether she'll like him when he ages, because Charlotte is dead because Croatoan kills her. So
Mic dropped, Haven.
she leaves Dwight in order to spare him, and then probably gets herself killed. My favorite moments are Dwight gets some, and Duke and Seth go on a road trip.
I will be catching up. They're all
I will be
recorded.
catching up as well.
You have a whole other season to go through.
You have.
Your mom has a whole other season. We do get teased that next week perhaps there is someone whose trouble can bring Charlotte back. It is really sweet, her and Dwight like asking Nathan if Nathan is afraid of being with Audrey and knowing that she's never going to age and that he's going to grow old, and how are they going to handle it. It's really cute. I heart Dwight.
Aww.
WWE Superstar of the Edge, be my Valentine.
Sweetheart. Bye. Alright, so that's all the shows. So happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween!
And we will see you in a couple weeks.